Thank you, Kristen. Eating better and being more healthy is once again the top of the New Year's resolutions. Living longer and healthier is not only a health goal, but more of a real possibility as life expectancy increases around the globe. Dr. Stephen Austad knows more about that than anyone. He's a longevity and expert. He has studied this subject for a long time. He is a professor of biology at UAB and one of the world's most respected longevity experts. Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Pleasure to be here.
All right, so first of all, you've been studying longevity now for, what, 4 decades?
Yes.
Right? Okay, so you know a little something about it. So tell us, what do those who live the longest have in common?
Well, there's 2 types of people that live a long time.
Okay.
There are the people who've sort of won the genetic lottery,
Okay.
and they got all of the best longevity genes. And those people seem to be able to do almost anything, and they stay healthy into their hundreds. There's a family of 5 brothers and sisters. The youngest one died at 104,
Oh, wow.
The oldest one at 109, and they were still active until very late. They didn't do anything particular.
Right.
But for most of us, that's a very elite group. For most of us, the things that you can do is do what your mother told you.
Okay.
Eat right, keep a good body weight, stay physically active, get a good sleep. Don't drink to excess, don't smoke for sure. The most important of these might be staying physically active.
Really?
That's really important.
All right, real quick, let's touch on this, but not smoking. Some of the things people do that certainly, you know, that they need to do away with. Smoking, does that lead the list?
Oh, smoking definitely leads the list.
Yeah.
We've known since the 1930s, believe it or not, that smoking takes about 10 years off your life.
All right, what about diet? How important is what you eat to living a long, healthy life?
Well, the main things you want to think about are how much you eat relative to your exercise schedule. So you want to maintain a healthy body weight.
Right.
Obesity is very bad for health in many ways. But we're now learning that it may also have to do with the schedule at which you eat. And this is something that's brand new. And the idea is that if you eat all of your food in a relatively short period, like 8 or 10 hours, that for the rest of the day, your body switches into this fasting physiology. And this fasting physiology is very, very protective of a lot of things, your heart, your brain, your DNA, actually.
I want our final question. Time is just flying here. But what about movement and exercise? You talked about exercise, but is it even broader than that? Can it just be being active, get moving?
Yeah, I usually say physical activity rather than exercise, because exercise people think of dripping sweat and all that. The more you do, the better. And so even walking a moderate amount is beneficial. And what we've learned in the last few years, it's beneficial not only for your muscle and your lungs and your heart, your brain. It's a very protective thing to do against Alzheimer's disease, for instance.
Yeah.
So exercise or physical activity, the more you do, the better.
Yes, so much ground to cover. You're just such a great resource here at UAB. Thanks for the time. Thanks for being with us. Some great advice. Dr. Stephen Austad from UAB. Again, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you.